Hi, it's Dave at Stable Vehicle Contracts. I hope you're doing alright. Today is the 1st of September 2017, which means it's time for a new plate. Our technicians and valeters have been very busy over the last week or so getting our cars and vans ready for our new customers to take delivery of their vehicles. So we've got this VW Amarok here, which is almost ready for the customer. It's not quite there, as you can see. The PDI has not been completed yet, it's not been valeted. But we wanted to show you this vehicle because it's really impressed with the new Amarok. So we wanted just to give you a little bit of a walk around, talk about the spec on this particular truck, what's changed on it from the previous model as well. So let's get into it. This particular model, they're all Amaroks now are 3 litre V6 TDIs. Changed what used to be a 2 litre diesel, so they've upped the engine now to a 3 litre V6. You can get it as a 204 PS and a 224 PS. This is the 224 PS version. I've driven a few of these, drive really well. We took one out in quite a few videos ago, didn't we? We got a green one which we wrapped and lent it to Harry Main for a little while. So drove that a little bit and it was really nice. Really impressed with the engine in the new Amarok. This is in Indian grey, which is a metallic colour, which is a cost of £645. Other than that, I think it's white is the only colour you can get it in, and I'm not personally keen on the white in the Amarok. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, it's a bit big for a white.
It is, yeah. But there's a few other options which have been added to this van which aren't standard, so we'll go through those now. So one of the most notable differences on this particular model as to a standard Highline is the alloys. This has got the 19-inch Cantiera, I think you pronounce it, alloys, which is an upgrade of just about £500 above a standard 18-inch alloys. It does make quite a big difference, I think. Just because it's such a big vehicle, it does need a big alloy wheel, in my humble opinion. Now, one thing that I think this truck is lacking is round the back. So let's have a look. There's no truckman cover, or there's various different types, but with the Amaroks they come as standard with nothing on the back, and you have to pay, it's quite a lot of money. It's between like 1,500 and £3,000, varying on, depending on which cover you get for the back. But for me, it needs to have a lockable cover on the back, because otherwise that back space there, you can't leave anything in it. You can't park up and leave your tools in the back, or anything you're carrying in there and go away, because it's going to get nicked. So I think it's important that some sort of covers added to these Amaroks. I'm a bit surprised that the factory haven't introduced something. Yeah. I mean, it just makes sense, but do you not think?
There should be something as standard, like a little thing. Yeah. And then you can upgrade it if you want.
Well, yeah.
That makes sense.
Even if you have to pay for it, from the factory, it just makes more sense to me than not even being that option there. So a bit of a strange one, but I'm sure they've got their reasons.
Yep.
So if we give a little bit of a walk round, get a rear camera, the standard now, which is quite handy on these big trucks.
That's standard, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And obviously it's 4Motion, as the big badge tells you there.
Yeah.
One of the major improvements that our van guys, because we have specialist van salespeople at Stable Vehicle Contracts, what the van guys have been saying and raving about the new Amarok over the old one of the big differences is the brakes, believe it or not. One of the criticisms levied at the old Amarok is the brakes just weren't big enough for the truck, the size of truck that it was, so they've upgraded the brakes on the new Amarok, and apparently that's just a massive improvement, so I'm glad VW managed to do that. One thing that I don't like about not just the Amarok really, any sort of pickup like this, it's not just something that's wrong with the Amarok, any of the pickups, is the rear seats. So because of these standard bench rear seats, there is no give in them, so there's not a huge amount of room, and especially because it's got 3 seats in the back, one of the you know, its selling points is it can be used as a daily driver, like with your family and so on. And if you've got kids and need to put kid seats in, then this is not any good to you really. And it's got Isofix as standard, so it's, you know, they've obviously took the, you know, the kid seat thing into consideration when designing it. But unless you have your front driver's seat and the passenger seat right forward as far as it'll go, you're going to struggle to get a kiddie seat in there. Now I know, again, before everyone goes crazy in the comments, it's probably not like the main use of an Amarok, but it's part of it. It's why you've got the 3 seats in the back. So to me, that's one of the sort of negative things for the Amarok. Yep. But let us know what you think in the comment section. Does it matter? Am I wrong? Tell me. So this van has also got the upgraded Discover media navigation system, which gives you a 6.3 inch display, and it's just basically an upgraded navigation system. I'm not a huge fan of VW's the standard sort of sat navs that are in the vans. I don't think they're particularly good. The screen's not big enough. It needs to be a lot bigger than that really for me. And I know it's a van, but you know, ultimately these vans do high mileage inevitably, so navigation's just, you know, it's part of it. You know, people want a decent nav system, you know, in the vehicles, be it a van, car, whatever, and it just doesn't, you know, compared to Audi's, and even like, you know, your Google navigation system, yeah. You know, that is 10 times better than the standard one here. Even things like the post. What really bugs me about it, I'm going to go a bit of a rant now. Yeah. Just bear with me while I rant. Like postcode recognition. Yeah. To put the postcode in, you don't just go into the search bar and put the postcode in. You've got to go into city. Then there's a little tiny button there that says PTSD or something like that, which then you've got to press to put the postcode in. So when you go in the search bar, why can't it just pick up? Yeah. It just, you know.
Just put anything in and it picks it up.
You think so? It drives you around the bend. It really does. And whilst I'm ranting, I'm going to rant about this car, this van, truck even, keep saying car, this truck has got upgraded wing mirrors, which are heated, electric folding, and they've got these chrome things here as well. But I think I've mentioned it a few times. It's one of these, a little bit misleading with the electric folding door mirrors, because to me, if you have an electric folding door mirrors, when you lock your truck or your car, the door mirrors come in automatically. That's electric folding door mirrors. But these, you have to, there's a little toggle here which you have to turn to do it. So I mean, again, it's not like the end of the world that you've got to twist a little toggle there every time you want to put them up. But you know, why not make it when you lock the truck? Yeah. They come, it just, you know,
you're gonna forget to do it otherwise.
You're gonna forget to do it. You're just gonna not be bothered to do it, or you're gonna forget, or just press the lock button. You paid 140 quid. Yeah. Make it happen. Maybe that's just today's, like, the world we live in today. You want all these little conveniences as standard, don't you? Yeah. I think so anyway. But that said, as you can see here, it's a completely new layout in the dash. Looks a lot more car-like, which, you know, vans, that's the way vans have been going over the last couple of years. You know, the way they look, the way they drive, the way they handle is becoming, you know, more of a car experience, which is, you know, which is great. Loads of cubby holds, you know, drink holders, space here for everything. So it is a really good truck. A big improvement, like I said earlier, to the previous Amarok. So, you know, other than like the small things we like to try and we find to, you know, criticise, but that's what, you know, these videos are all about. It's honest opinions. So if we don't like something, we think it could be improved, then we'll say it, and that's our opinion. As always, we want to hear yours, so let us know in the comment section if you disagree with me, or if there's anything else you think they should be doing to these trucks to make them better. Tell us in the comment section. So that's our little look round the VW Amarok V6 Highline. We hope you liked the video. If you have, give us a like, share, and don't forget to subscribe if you don't already. And if you don't follow us on Instagram, you need to go over and do that now. The handle is just there. Go and have a look at Stable Lease. Thanks for watching, see you again soon.